Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be unboxing the Battletech Union-Class Map-Scale Dropship. So first things first, looking at the box, we're seeing the wireframe image on most sides. This kind of reminds me of the original Shylone salvage box. A little bit of a wireframe image there. And for those who aren't aware, the new Shylone salvage box looks a little bit different. It's got the actual Shylone. On the back, we see it says for use with classic Battletech and strategic operations. We're also seeing that there's a just one miniature unassembled, or partially assembled, I should say. And no mention of any Alpha Strike cards. I'm a little nervous about that. I do play Alpha Strike primarily. Now, some people would say, well, it's not in the right scale for Alpha Strike, but I almost exclusively play Alpha Strike on hex maps, so this would be perfect. So, without further ado, let's crack it open. And one thing I will say, I am so excited for dropships. Dropships is one of my favorite things, and I don't know why, I couldn't tell you. I'm excited to play against them. I'm excited to have them on the board. I'm just excited. I'm excited to have them as set pieces. One of my favorite things. Something else I am noticing is that the inner box does have an image. I was going to say it doesn't look like the box has an image, but it actually does. Let's see if we can get a good view of that. It's a couple jump ships and some Union dropships. So nothing too crazy. It is a new piece of art though. Looks like everything is House Kurita in there. Kind of fun. Another thing to say about this box is actually kind of the right size to do a little diorama. So if you had like a mech in there, yeah, if you did like a small little diorama with a couple mechs, perfect size box for that. Could be a lot of fun. I might end up doing that later. We will see. So it looks to me we've got two pieces of plastic to pull apart. I don't want to spew landing gear everywhere. This is really lightweight, actually. Looks very nice. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Very reminiscent of a lot of other sculpts you'll find online. This actually reminds me of a lot of a 3D print sculpt I saw quite a while ago, and actually had fail. One sec. And I'm back with that 3D print sculpt I was talking about. Very, very similar. Similar in size. Now you'll notice this failed. Kind of sad, but these are very, very similar in size and details, I think. Obviously, it's not quite the same with how I have a failed sculpt. And there's a missing antenna, but that's okay. So let's get this put together. We've got the landing gear separate from the main body. And we do not have a hex base for this, which I feel like is not the best. It does take up 7 hexes. At one point, Catalyst did create a kind of like a proxy image you could use. That looks very nice. Set it on the ground. Gonna have to have those glued in. That's looking very, very, very nice. I'm very happy with this. I do still think that they should have released these with Alpha Strike cards, and here's why. It's my understanding that a lot of Alpha Strike players play on hex maps rather than with a tape measure. And it does not take Catalyst very long. Even in talking to Ray, it doesn't take him long. It's not much effort to create cards. I do understand that dropship cards are different from other Alpha Strike cards, but I'm assuming that Catalyst has templates for their mech cards, their battle armor cards, their vehicle cards. It's the only real way to do it at scale. They could take some of those templates and adjust them and make a template for dropships. They've already created black and white cards for the dropships, which means they do not need to go back through and figure out all the values for these. I really think that after creating the template, it would be a very quick and easy transferring over of those stats from the black cards to the colored cards. And all in all, I don't think it would have taken them very long to create those cards. I don't want to put a number on that because I'm not 100% sure, but what a family member who's good at Photoshop told me is that it would probably take less than a day to get that all done, which is just very, very disappointing to me. I don't like using the black and white cards, but that seems to be what I'll have to do. Well, with that, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you later. Have a good one, everyone.